Hello.
Hi, Chef. Oh, I'm third in line.
Okay.
Hi, Chef Marie.
Start already. Hey.
Yep.
Hey, family. How you doing? How is... Oh, matter of fact, they're praying, so I'm going to wait. Amen. All right, cool. Hey, how you guys doing? Wonderful prayer this morning. Get us started. Hello, I am Chef Maria. And thank you guys for being here today. I am happy. Yes, Spirit, I'm really happy today, and I'm sad because it is the last market. I have had so much fun. I've met some wonderful people. Got some great connections and relationships with some wonderful farmers and gardeners that I'm going to be using for my own business after the market is over. So right now I will be preparing healthy, fresh salads using the produce and greens from local farms and gardens on the south and west sides of Chicago. So you'll be able to get my salads once a week on Fridays from the west side. If you're interested, let me know, and we can work on getting the pickup together. But yes, fresh salads starting on Friday, getting the stuff that you see here. So you'll be able to taste that freshness. And again, because the market is over, these guys are still working hard. Farmers still work after the markets are over. So still building relationships with them so we can still keep that produce, useful, okay? Even though I'm sure they have no problem selling this stuff. All right, so thank you. Today, I wanted to make sure that you guys got a chance to taste a little bit of everything. So somebody said a smorgasbord of stuff, and yeah, you can kind of call it that. So today what I am doing, I walked around and saw what we had today, some very, very fresh, beautiful ingredients. I am going to start with these greens. So these greens came from Zanjabil Farms. You go right here, this lovely farmer. We have dinosaur kale. We have curly kale. And we also have collard greens. So now, you guys, I know you guys like greens, right? Yeah. How do you guys like your greens prepared usually? How do you cook greens?
Whatever way you cook.
Right, so thank you. Sound like my husband now. How about cooking? But I know a lot of us, grew up where you cook greens about an hour and a half, and now they're good. Don't get me wrong. I love greens. I grew up on. But then there's another way to do it where you can keep the bite to the greens, keep the maximum nutritional value, other than eating it raw, of course, which you'll be able to get in my salads. So yes, you can cut this up. When they're fresh, they're not as bitter. Once you guys taste these greens, you'll see they taste sweet. You get the real good flavor. I also have jalapeno pepper. This is not hot, so don't freak out. This is from Diane over there at Uniquely Inclined Enterprise. She's right over there in the corner. So I got these lovely peppers from her. They're not hot. I did get some from her. I had to taste both. I know you guys aren't really heat seekers. If you want the next batch to be hot, let me know. But I just decided to put those to the side and use, that. So I also have some wonderful yellow apples Don't forget about the fruit. Now I know it might be weird, the greens, you know, but this apple is gonna really help cut through, you know, that really strong flavor. And then give it a nice brightness too. I also have some tomatoes. The tomatoes here are from Adu Farms, which I have the tomatoes and this beautiful honey from. This honey, dude, if you have not tried this honey, go get some of this honey. It is awesome. You always want to make sure, one thing about honey, rule of thumb, if you can see straight through it, it's usually not real nutritional honey. It's been stripped of the benefits. It may even be mostly corn syrup. You really don't know what's in your honey unless you know really where you're sourced from. Get it local. If you can get your honey local, get it local. So if it's cloudy like that, you still got all this good honey. You still got all the nutrients and everything. And also I found out that honey can change, you know, honey changes with color. It can change flavor as, you know, the bees get on different flowers and everything like that. Or, you know, so depending on a lot of factors. So get that honey. That honey is delicious. You're going to taste today. And lastly, I know it's a lot, basil. This basil, look at this. This is beautiful, beautiful basil. This is from Trinity's Garden. So right over there in the corner, this is from Trinity's Garden. Oh, the apples, I forgot Mr. Barker. The apples are from Mr. Barker back there. So every farmer has got a hand in this dish today. All right, so let's get started. So one of the things, turn this on, woo, get it hot. I like to use light flavor oils like this coconut oil. Yeah, it's from, it's actually from Walgreens, but it's unrefined, you know, cold pressed. It hasn't been stripped and processed where it's taken away a lot of the nutrients. That's one of the rules of thumb. If you're using oils, you want to try to look for one that says unrefined. It's a little more healthier for you. So I'm going to start with some coconut oil. And you can smell, I love the smell of coconut oil. This is about maybe 2 teaspoons or so. So you'll be, as that starts cooking up, you'll be able to smell that. And it's not really, really strong. I think if the wind is blowing that way. It's like that right amount of where you smell like the coconut. And you guys start to smell that. You see it melts just as easily. Looks so good. Oh, the pan. I wish you guys could smell it. Sorry, family. I'm sure smell-o-vision is coming at some point somewhere. All right, so we've got this going. You want to make sure that, you know, you get your pie, you know, nice and hot when you're sauteing things. A little side bit. Did you guys know the word saute actually means to toss? So when they talk about saute, that means that, oh, not the oil, that means that action there, that little flipping or you tossing. So I like little facts and little random stuff like that. So there you go. You learned something new today, right? If you didn't. Okay, so I have these greens. Now I mix all 3 greens together. All 3. I know, right? Who was that? Yes. All of you guys are going to be doing that at the end of this. So we got these lovely greens here. And they're so soft. If you guys want, come up and, you know, touch it. So that's why I put them out here so you guys can touch, feel, taste, smell, you know. Here, if you guys hear, that's how you know your pot is ready. Listen to your food in the kitchen. Use all of your senses, you know, when you're cooking. All right, so we're going to put these lovely, delicious greens in here. And at the same time, I don't want to cook them too much. So at the same time, I've got some apples. Now, these are all the things that I cut up. All the diced ingredients that you see here, I just, you know, made it for my convenience. Yeah, so I'm going to put the apples in with the greens. Yes. So you want to, whatever's going to take the longest to cook when you're doing, especially when you're doing different things like this, whatever's going to take the longest, that's what you want to throw in there first. Because if not, you know, if I throw the peppers in there first, they'll probably burn before everything else is done. The same thing with the herbs. The herbs, because they're so delicate, you want to put those last. That should be the final thing that goes into your dish. Okay, so got these greens going here. I'm losing some. And those apples. Again, those apples, I still want you guys to be able to taste them. They should still have a little bit of a bite to them. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. How many of you guys put apples in your greens?
I ain't never heard of that.
I bet you I'll put some in there this week.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And it doesn't matter what kind of greens, right? It can be lots of
It could be whatever type of greens you want. So you see here, I sauteed them only for like 1 or 2 minutes.
You smell that?
Right?
1 or 2 minutes.
The
Does
few
it matter
minutes.
what type of apple?
You can use whatever apples you want. You know. So again, I still want that bite.
I'm still scared. I'm gonna wait.
I'm gonna salt it now. You know, just a little bit, not a whole lot.
That sea salt.
That's kosher salt. No, the kosher salt, if you guys see, the flakes are larger than regular table salt, so they cover a larger area of your tongue. So unlike the regular, that iodized really fine stuff, you put it on there, and then you look, and it's like, wait, did I? So you likely to oversalt because it doesn't look like it's coming out, you know.
Right.
But with that, as soon as it touches your tongue, you get that it's salty quicker, so you don't use as much.
Food so soft. That just bought that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why it's bigger. That's why it looks like that. All right, so we got
Learn something else.
a bunch of stuff going on. So we put that in there. So now I'm gonna add the tomatoes. They're soft. And again, I don't want to overcook anything. Like I want you guys to be able to taste the, still the freshness of all of this stuff. So now, tomatoes. These tomatoes again from Adu Farms. They are very soft. If you guys touch them, you see that they're almost like that overripe. Those are, for me, the best tomatoes to make sauces. And I'll chop up tomatoes and cook it right in the pan and just let it cook down. And you can make homemade sauce really easy that way.
Can you use green tomatoes?
You can use green tomatoes. They probably, unless they're overripe, they probably won't have as much juice. They'll be more fibrous. You'll have to cook them longer. And then they're not going to be as sweet. So these have a little bit of sweetness, just a little bit. Okay, so because I don't want to cook the greens too long. So you guys see now, that's just enough for the tomatoes. It's not a whole lot of cooking. You see my greens still have color, still got color to them, still got that texture. Okay, so now the next thing I'm gonna do, and I like colors too. I love colors in my food. These peppers. Now they're more sweet than spicy. I promise. I'm not gonna.
Can use spicy if you choose.
Yes, but you can't use spicy if you choose. My next batch I'll make spicy for you guys. So you want to add that in there, and again, I'm adding, as I go, I want you guys to still be able to taste those peppers, have that bite to it. Okay, so now I said the greens, they're a little sweet. The tomatoes are a little sweet, but if you like, which I love this honey, I find every way to use it. I put it in my coffee in the morning. I'll use it in my tea. I love peanut butter and honey sandwiches. Or peanut butter and jam sandwiches. Diane's got the best jam. Go get that jam. So I'm going to use a little bit of honey. Now the honey you also want to use at the very end. Add that right before your herb, because honey, if you cook it too long, like any other sugar, it'll burn. And you don't want it to burn. It'll burn fast. So I'm just going to put a nice little drizzle. Just a little bit. All right, so that's maybe a whole teaspoon with that. Okay, got that going. And so I'm gonna taste it to see if it needs any more. Oh wait, Rose, I'm thinking I don't have the containers. I mean the plates to put stuff in. Food's gonna be done. You guys are gonna be mad. I forgot to get some containers. Oh my gosh, that's so good, guys. And I'm not just saying that. Good, yes. So now I'm gonna add the very end, that basil. I love herbs. I love herbs because you can get a lot of flavor. You can get a lot of flavor without a whole lot of salt. I'm gonna turn this off. I put that herb in there and then I turn it off. So you guys see you still got the colors, the onions, the tomatoes.